Hi there, welcome in. I'm TangeloZest. I'm an aspiring content creator, VTuber, and artist, but why is that? In a sea of VTubers who all seem to want to do the same thing for seemingly the same reasons, why would I join? I've seen a lot of negativity about the VTuber community and gig as I've done my research about what it takes to be in the digital space and a part of this new art form. But I've seen a lot of the pros too. The community itself that you build, the work that goes into it, the amazing stories one can tell. So, why do I want to be a VTuber? Let's dive into it. When I found the community, at first I thought it was super cool, but totally unattainable. Lots of VTubers back in 2020 and 2021 were part of burgeoning companies like Biscuit and Hololive. At the time, I saw clips and that was about it. I was excited, but when I looked into the models, the artwork it would take, the cost, it was just way too much. I also didn't have access to the tech I needed, so being a VTuber wasn't even an option. I decided not to get into the community back then as I had a lot of other stuff going on, and not being able to participate bummed me out. Flash forward to a little while ago, I'm doing some late night YouTube searches for new stuff to watch, and I see Limu. Known as Limalicious for her handle and her general lime motif, she had me instantly glued to the screen right away. I was completely unaware of the VTuber sphere or what new things they could do at the time because I had been out of the loop, but her model amazed me. The movement was so fluid and crisp, and the character design almost immediately read across as lime-themed ferret girl. I loved her content too, and I got hooked on her playing with other VTubers like Matara, Bao, and Dokibird. Soon, I was looking into tons and tons of different people, making a Twitch account, figuring out that there were so many new indie people doing this. I was familiar with PNG tubers, I'd even made a few myself, but I didn't realize there were so many. And the artistic talent had expanded exponentially. The creativity was off the charts. And, well, I wanted in. I see VTubing as something that's kind of like an art form, if that makes sense. Some people use it for socializing, some use it for a job, which, by the way, very admirable. And some who just use it for fun. I think I want to be a VTuber who tells a story. Things like lore videos and in-character streamers fascinate me. Even casual comments about their settings or what species they are, captures me and makes me want to watch them more. Right now, one of my favorite streamers on Twitch is Chocovania. While Choco does things like gaming, talking streams, and game modding, she also makes little offhand comments about her impish life or her little cult of followers, quote-unquote. Sometimes she greets each new subscriber with a little note about them getting their cult robes. It's so adorable. And along with her unique cartoony model, it really shows off how much work she puts into making her streams immersive, even casually. I'd love to be an in-character streamer too. I think it would be a lot of fun to be in character and to bring people into a new experience. Hobby streamers who are simply an anime or idealized version of themselves are also incredibly valid, but this is what I want to do. I've always been fascinated with different ways to tell stories, and I think what I want to do is tell a story that not only lines up with the content that I'm going to be making, but the overall vibe of the character. I'm far from having even a full concept sketch, but I have so many ideas. You guys. It's ridiculous. I am literally struggling to make sure I don't add too many side characters with lovable traits, because then I'll want to portray all of them. And I'm just one little orange. I can't do that alone. But I recognize that I need to learn. I barely have any knowledge of things like content creation, digital art, past some doodles and past commissions, and how to actually entertain people on a screen. I'm doing a lot of research right now into what actually makes an engaging performance on Twitch. So I'm doing my homework, guys, I promise. But I'm also doing this for other reasons. The second reason I want to do this is for the community. I am a painfully nervous introvert and honestly a recovering agoraphobic. If you don't know what agoraphobia is, it's the fear of other people, and it can be extremely debilitating. My social anxiety and phobias have made it so hard to learn how to socialize and make friends in real life. I'm always way more comfortable learning about someone through Discord or online chats first, before getting to hang out with them in person. Believe me, I am way better than I was a few years ago. I'm doing much better, and I don't shake every time I have to leave the house, but making friends is still really difficult. I have some amazing online friends, but finding new ones is the hard part. Because of this, my interest was piqued when I found out about streamers who made friends in the VTubing community. Whether it was circumstances beyond their control that led to virtual friendships as a means of socializing, a job that led to long-lasting friendships, or a happy accident of collabs becoming stream after stream after stream together. I found that fact fascinating. Now, I know, I'm not naive enough to think that every person I potentially collab with is my best friend. I've seen the spiels from VTubers who are tired of being asked to be friends with a billion others just because of one collab. I understand that sometimes, for some people, this is just business. But I do hope to make some friends. I've seen this community do amazing things, like help Iron Mouse become the first VTuber to hit #1 spot on Twitch, or help raise money for great causes. I've also seen fantastic friendships form, and I'm hoping one day that will be me. The final reason I'm trying out VTubing is to push creativity. I am a work-driven person. I tend to lock in on the work I need to do. It's just to get it out of the way, I say, as tasks and jobs pile up to the frickin' ceiling. And up until recently, I thought that was fine. Until I realized I was heavily neglecting my hobbies like writing, drawing, making things, my friends, my health. Oops. It wasn't great for me, but I was having trouble balancing things like hobbies and college homework. My brain would always prioritize work, which isn't great. Which is why I think VTubing might be a good way to scheduleize my hobbies. My brain loves organization and a job well done, but I need to be creative too, lest I perish in a puddle of orange juice fueled by being a workaholic and a perfectionist. So I thought if my hobbies have a schedule with a bit of a deadline, like making one video every week, or a streaming schedule about something I enjoy, I can practice content creation, enjoy my hobbies, and feel like I have a job well done, all in one go. So far, it's actually been a lot harder than I thought, at least technologically, but it's been rewarding every time I get something I'm learning right, or finish an asset, or learn a new skill. It's genuinely a lot of fun, even if sometimes it is a lot of work. At the time of writing the script, I've been working on it for almost a full 2.5 hours. Having long-term projects always took the wind out of me, but small-time hobbies that take an afternoon bored me to tears. I think having something balanced every week that I can work on sounds perfect. It helps me be creative, learn new art forms, and find ways to express myself while staving off the dreaded burnout of being a college student. Now, I know that VTubing is not all peaches and cream. I know that it's really hard. I know that sometimes things don't always work out. Videos can flop, audiences can leave, and sometimes things don't go the way you planned. But I think even knowing that, I'm excited to try. It's more like a challenge than a discouraging note to me. It makes me want to tinker with the format, see what works. I always wonder what got other VTubers into the gig for. I know some work as VTubers, and I'm always impressed with them, but those who don't, those who stream for fun, I always wonder what got them started. So I thought, why not let my first official video be about my whys? I hope this told you some things about me and how content creation might go on my end, as well as why I'm doing all this. I'm excited to get started, and I can't wait to find ways to make new content and bring fascinating new topics here for us to talk about. The next video I make will either be a trial run of an art recording video or a trial run of recording games while VTubing. But in the meantime, if you want to become a VTuber or are one, what's your why? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Alright, that's all I have for today. Please hit subscribe and like the video if you can. It really helps me out, and it lets me know that you want to see more. All the image credits are posted in the description box below if you want to know where they came from. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, whatever you're doing, whoever you are. Be safe. Until next time.